President Trump stepping up his push for state and local leaders to open doors nationwide. Watch the president.
The schools should be opened. Schools should be opened. If these kids want to go to school, you're losing a lot of lives by keeping things closed.
So you're seeing opposite ends of the spectrum here. Ben, I come to you. You can make different decisions, but we're all looking at the same science. So is politics bigger than science these days, or what's happening?
I want you to consider for a moment what this would look like in an alternative universe where Hillary Clinton was the president pushing to reopen schools and Republicans were arguing against it. We know exactly what we would be hearing. Why are Republicans not being the party of science? Why are they ignoring all the evidence from Europe of the fact that this is not a super spreader threat? I mean, Nancy Pelosi went on CNN just the other day and said that this represented the biggest risk to spreading coronavirus. If she were a Republican, people would be fact-checking the crap out of that. This is a situation where all of the data is being ignored. The data about the way that these children are learning, the way that they are incapable of having the same kind of experience when it comes to online learning, the way that it's going to impact their lives and their families, their inability to get school lunches, their inability frankly, the effect on child abuse is part of this as well. This is a situation where the arguments really are all on one side, that young children in particular should be able to go back to schools, and this has a impact that spreads out throughout the economy, primarily for working class Americans who do not have the ability to afford childcare. It's an absolute travesty the way this thing is being handled.
I like the way you merge those issues with people going back to work and their kids in school. So why didn't more people do what they did up in Detroit? And by the way, there were protesters standing between the kids who were trying to get, the young ones who were trying to get back to school because they wanted to do a summer program and try to catch up in some of the areas where maybe not everybody had a tablet, where the economy was really tough. So I'm curious, Leslie, why didn't we start there? Why were we open up weed dispensaries in California before we were opening up churches and schools? I think that's a fair question.
Well, because in the state of California, marijuana for medicinal purposes is legal, so that would be considered health care, and they
just fall under religious freedom.
Access to that for the citizens of California. Look, I live in California. My children and my family are affected by these decisions. Here's part of the problem in California.